Hi guys, you're here with your host Lisette,
And Jenny,
and this is Munching with.
las chismosas.
Okay, so
What we got today? Let's start with the food. Cause today, what we munching on? Red mango. I got my passion fruit acai, I think. Something. Acai bowl. What do you get, Lisette?
okay, I got Oreo, some type of Oreo yogurt, and then I put peanuts, chocolate chip, and blueberry. It's good. I love chocolate, so to me, this is heaven. Okay, so
Okay.
today's topic is 21 things we've learned so far being 21, and maybe an extra, right? Right? Okay, so let's get it started. I'm gonna go first, right?
You go first, girl.
Okay.
Let me
So
open.
let me see what I wrote because I wrote this night because I was like, all the ideas were coming at night.
It be at night. It be at night when it be hitting.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay. Believe them the first time when they tell you that they don't want to pursue a relationship with you. So when someone, I feel like that I've learned this.
Sorry.
Good.
I think
Should I
your
hold
mic.
it?
No. Sorry, y'all. Gotta fix this shit. Y'all gotta get all the damn tea. All the damn tea. All right, there.
Okay. So I feel like based on my experiences so far, I just feel like when someone tells you they don't want to be like, you could try to like talk to them. You could try asking. You could try checking in and being like, "Oh, where are we now?" But if someone tells you that they don't want to be in a relationship, and it's not even just me, but I've seen it on people. I feel like I've I've been in a situation where someone told me that, and I wanted to like in the back of my head, I was like, maybe it'll change. But I was like, no, and I just ended up like cutting it, and he ended up cutting it. So that's that. But I've seen other people who like kind of drag it on longer, and that person just doesn't like has no respect for you, and they just and I see them, my friends. Some of them are my friends, some of them are acquaintances, and they just keep going and going and going, and it's been years now, and I'm just like, that's so bad because you're holding on to this person, and for that reason you can't find your person. The longer you hold on to the person that is not for you, that just doesn't want to do it, they're holding you back, and the moment you move on from them is the moment that you will allow this door to open for you to for someone to who really cares about you to come into your life. And I've seen it, and it sucks because it sucks because some people that I've seen have been in it for years and years, and it's like, why are you gonna be with someone who has like no respect for you? They only want you for that one thing. Like, you could hope that they'll change, but that doesn't happen. Like, if it's been this long, they're not gonna change. So it's just better to cut it off. That's one. I don't know if you have anything to say on that.
Not only that, oh, not only that, I want to add on to what you're saying. You're really gonna if you keep on that doing that, you're really gonna get put like you're not you're gonna get put on in situations where that person is gonna hurt you really really bad until you're tired of it, and then you fully don't wanna like can't deal with it, and you leave. So one way or another, it's not gonna work out. It don't work out. Like, you can stay long, but I think at the end of the day, especially if you know it's not for you, like at the end of the day, you still get hurt in a different way.
The longer you stay, the more it's gonna hurt at the end. The more it's gonna, because you're gonna be in too deep.
Yeah.
You're gonna start caring more and more for the person, and that person didn't. If they didn't like you the first time, then they're probably not gonna like you the second, like the longer.
Hmm.
Okay, I tried to guess your password, but I couldn't. Okay, I'm gonna try to remember. Okay, next. Okay, you will need to face family and family trauma as part of your healing journey. I think I think no matter what type of family dynamic you have, there is going to be trauma and there's going to be things that you need to heal from them and things that they're healing from, so that's why they're passing it on to you. And until you kind of face that, and until you kind of like have those conversations, you're not going to be able to fully like get out of that healing. Like you're not going to be able to start properly because you have to deal with everything. And one of the biggest things is family. Like family is like a, it's like that saying, it's like a canon event. It's like something that has to happen in your life and you have to face it in order for you to start. Like it could take you out of like, you could deal with that and then come out and like finally start, to heal, or maybe you'll finally be in a good place. Like I don't know where in exact it will put you, but I feel like you have to face it. So yeah. What do you?
Sorry, I'm here enjoying this. What was it again?
I'm dead.
I'm sorry. I was just like thinking about this. I was like, damn, it's so good. Is you will
No,
need to number two.
number three.
Number three, you will need to face family trauma as part of your healing journey. So, okay. Yes. This goes back to also the video that we did last week. Well, no, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. That is true. Um, family is a big thing, and a lot of people are gonna disagree. Some people are gonna be like, no, you don't have to make up with your family. You don't have to do like, um, if they're toxic, then they're toxic. I can't do nothing about it. Like I need to leave from the environment. But again, there's a limit. Like if they're bad, like if they humiliate you, if they don't respect you, and they do make choices that are threatening for your life, or it's just like very very bad, not good, then I feel like, you know what, yeah, remove them, get your money up, and move out. But if it's like minor things, or not minor things, but like not minor things, I don't want to say minor things because problems are problems, and it could be minor to me but something big to you guys or whoever. So if there's like problems within, but that could be talked about, talk it out. And it all comes from trauma. Like parents don't never met, like never had their parents, how you say, like our parents never had their parents be there for them, or like treat them with love. They don't like they were not, no parent, and I believe no parent knows how to be a parent. Like
Yeah.
there's no handbook in that. So it's hard. And it's funny, it's crazy because I recently talked to my mom about this. I was like, because I just wanted to know about her, or oh no, because we went out, we were we had we oh my god, yeah, I'm rambling. We had a family situation recently, my brothers and my mom and me, and so I took her out. I was like, let's go out. We went out, we were eating, and we had a one-on-one talk. And then out of nowhere, I'm like hugging her. I love being so affectionate with my mom. Like I love hugging her and saying I love you all the time. So, and then I was like, I was doing that, and then she was like, I miss my mom out of nowhere. And I was like, damn, that hurt me. I was like, yeah. And I just listened to her, and she was like, yeah, I miss my mom. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, well, what do you miss about her? And she's like, I miss that she would always clean my underwear, that she would do things for me, like she would make me food for me. I just miss her voice. And I was like, but why your mom only, not your dad? Because she grew up with both parents. I didn't. I was like, what about your dad? And she's like, oh yeah, he's the man of the house. He didn't really put time for us. He was more of going to work, getting things done. My mom was more there, available for us. She would make sure we ate, clean for us, and all this stuff. And then I was like, oh, okay. And then she was just like, yeah, my dad was not mean. He was not a bad dad, but he was just never there for us, and was not. He didn't put time to connect with us. he was more like, you gotta get things done and work and do this and that's it. Go to sleep. Next day, do it again. I was like, oh, okay. And then that made me realize, I was like, oh damn. So like, I went to ask the question, oh, what about their parents? How were they? And then my mom was like, well, my abuelito and my abuelita, I guess,
Yeah.
them pigeons. Cover your thing. Um, and I was like, and she like, mis abuelitos, they were I didn't really get to meet them because they were in the pueblo and we moved to the city. But I remember they would like feed me. They would feed me and they would be like, "Here, eat," and I would be like, "No, I don't like that." And but they would force me to feed. So like, and then I never like heard these stories or whatever. But then it just made me like it while she was talking, cause I do that a lot. I don't know if you noticed. I do that a lot when you talk to me or like somebody's telling me something. I zone out, but that's because I think about. I could be thinking sometimes it's because I'm thinking about something else
Yeah.
that went on and I'm not focused on the story. But most of the time is they're telling me their story and then I'm just like damn, like I think about it too much. I'm like damn, so that's why they are the way they are, or that's why they acted that way, or that's why they like I like try to connect it or whatever. I do that. And so then I was, yeah, while she was talking and telling me that, I was just like damn, she like her parents, her dad wasn't there really. Like she never had uh, dad to make a connection with or tell her, "Hi, hola, mija, how are you?" Like he never had. She didn't have that. She had a dad, but she didn't have the role of a dad, like a like a connection role. And then she had the mom, and she felt more connected to the mom, and she misses her mom. And like her mom never like hit her, none of that. But then so then it made me think like, so if her mom didn't hit her, she said her mom never hit her. Her dad would hit her because like they would be bad kids or whatever. But I was like, if her mom didn't hit her, then why she hit me? And then it would be like small things, small things, small yeah, small things here and there, not like something big or whatever. But I feel it comes from what she went through with the domestic violence, whatever. Like it's trauma, so it can like she's so angry that she wants to like let that stress out. So it all comes from. I got out of contact there or out of hand and rambled a lot, but it all goes to what it says, that trauma. Um, and yeah, you guys just have to deal with it. Like you have to find it within in the family and work it out. Especially if that's the only people you have. No, I mean, that's the only people you have. Because honestly, you family is where it starts. Like you have that's the only people you have. Really,
Yeah.
your friends come and go. They could switch on you anytime. Um, what else? Cousins, cousins. There's always those cousins that like you but envious of you, family be envious or whatever. A stranger, they don't care about you. Like family, it all starts with family. Like
Yeah.
family is where you.
Whoever family is to you, like, whoever, because some people, like, they
You
just really don't have good family, like
okay?
connection,
Yeah,
but I think
yeah.
sometimes they find family within other people,
Mm-hmm.
like, and so it's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever it is that
That
you label as family, keep those people close.
yeah.
But yeah, the reason I say, I think it's part of. I'm not saying it to be bad. I'm not saying like you're gonna have to fight with your parents or you're gonna have to like. It's more like you're gonna have to confront your parents and just not resolve, but make it known how they make you feel, and also you'll learn about them. You'll probably learn a lot about them, and when you can start learning about them and understanding like really where they come from, I think that's when like you guys are moving past something. Like it's no longer like it's not the kid, you being a kid and that being your parent and you just having to do what your parent says, but it's more like you getting to know the person that you've been with for for years. So there's
Yo,
that.
that's crazy. If you think about it, you just know your parent as your parent.
Yeah.
You don't know them as a little kid, as a toddler. I mean, as a baby, as a toddler, as a teen, as
Yeah.
a
That's what
yo.
that's what I'm saying. Like I when it comes, I feel like you're no
Yeah,
longer like for example, if you were my mom and I was your kid, like we are no longer just mom and kid anymore. It's more like I'm getting to know who you are as a person, like, and that's when you are starting to really grow up and mature, because yeah, like you no longer want to fight, you no longer want to, like, you're starting to get to know this person. You guys are
yeah.
full on adults, so it's different. It's just different. I wouldn't even know how to describe it. But I think it's something that we're all gonna start going through I mean, you're gonna start going through as you get older, like as you
Yeah.
start really entering your 20s and moving forward from that.
And if you don't, honestly, to be honest with you, I feel sorry for you. Like, cause there's some kids that they just don't get it. They just don't understand. So it's just like, and nobody could change them. Nobody could tell you, oh, you need to pay attention, wake up. You gotta do it. Like, you gotta do it on your own.
However you envisioned your life would go, it won't. Life takes unexpected turns. So what I mean by this, even though I'm only 21, okay, I know like I have not lived a long life to be like, oh, that's not loud. I need to go louder.
I feel like that.
Okay, okay. So even though I'm just 21, I feel like I can still say that even as a high schooler, I envision my life to go a certain way. Like I envision me doing things a certain way. And I feel like it's important to keep this in mind because if you don't learn this now, as you get older, you're gonna then I'll be or you will be 30 and be like, damn, my life didn't go as I envisioned, like, and you're gonna like let that get into your head. And what I mean by it is that I thought I was gonna go to college and I was gonna get everything done straight, and then I was doing my job, and then I was gonna do so and so and so. But like things happen, and it didn't go that way. Now that takes a big toll, and I think this applies to people who are like me. And I was telling Jenny, people who like want things to go a certain way. If you're one of those people who wants things to go a certain way, then you're gonna have trouble with this. This is more for you because when things don't go your way, you're definitely gonna be like, what the heck, like why are things not going the way I wanted them to? And then you're gonna have like this whole like moment where you need to pause and really like, and you're panicking. Because I'm like that. I'm the type of person who wants things to go my way, and then when they don't go my way, it kind of throws me off. Like I want to get from point A to point B, but something got in my way. So now how do I get to point B? Like, and it starts to throw me off a lot. So So I'm learning now to get better at, kind of living in a way where anything could happen. Anything could happen, and now you have to change it up. You have to be flexible. You have to be flexible, and that is that. The next one is you can love your parents, but you don't need to like them. And what I mean by this, and you're okay.
I mean, I'm looking at you because it's like, no, I'm not because I'm like you, because the last point I did say about the guy that's the video, but no, now I like different people go through different things with their family, so it's not what I've gone through or like my situation is different from everybody else, so I can't judge anybody. I can't be like, yo, bro, grow up, or yo, sis, grow up. Like I can't do that because I don't know what you guys go through, or you or anybody else go through, or the guy in the video go through. Like I don't know their story, you know. So no, I'm sorry. Was I looking at you for that reason?
But okay, yeah. So yes, this is more like to keep this in the back of your head, and this is also for those to reassure the people who like may not have a really like may have a very bad relationship with their parents. Sometimes your parents are their own people. Before they were your parents, they were their own people. So yes, you are gonna sometimes unconditionally love them. Like they're your parents, they gave birth to you, they raised you. Like it's just normal, right, for a child to love their parent. But you don't necessarily need to like them because sometimes, certain like Jenny said, her situation is different. Like our parents, they might give us tough love, but our parents still very much, there is hope there to get to have a good relationship. But for some people there isn't. And so, and it feels bad and you feel guilty sometimes and you're like, damn, like I can't, like as a parent I cannot. But it's okay because, some parents have a personality. Parents have a way of being, and sometimes you don't really need to like them. Maybe one day you will, and maybe one day you won't, right? So it really does depend. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. Okay, don't wait for anybody. So actually, me and Jenny were talking about this the other day, right? But yeah, you don't need to wait for anybody to get things done. Like, um, if you are gonna do something with someone, or if you were, I can't even think of another situation right now. But you do not need to wait for anybody. You don't need to wait someone to do your own thing. And I feel like sometimes people are very hesitant to do what they want because it's like so out of their comfort zone, or they don't know how people are gonna react. But if you ever see the people who end up making it, they went for it, and they do share later on. They're like, I was very hesitant, like, I didn't know what people were gonna say or what people were gonna do and whatnot, but um, but I went for it, and I just don't think that you need to be waiting on anyone to do your own thing. Sometimes you gotta go, and it does suck, to like have to leave whoever it is that you are waiting for behind. But you have, and this goes actually also for people who are like in relationships, because sometimes you be waiting on your partner to like, you think that they are the reason that you push forward, but it is you who pushes yourself forward. So always keep that in mind. Okay. Oh, this one. Romantic love isn't a pivotal part of your life, or it isn't something that you need. Rather, it's something you get the pleasure of experiencing. So I saw a TikTok and I was like, people be making, or growing up, I don't know if I would say society, but I guess it's just things on TV, things like around people. It makes it seem like what you need to look forward to sometimes in life. One of the things that you need to look forward in life is falling in love or being with someone. Like they always put that idea like, oh, you're gonna be married one day, you're gonna find your partner one day and whatever. And so that person was saying, people make it seem like that is something that you need to have, like you need to experience that, or else you didn't experience, right? And I don't think that is true. Like I definitely learned that, I don't think it's true that it's something you need to experience at all. Sometimes you won't. I've seen a lot of people say that they don't end up ever being with anyone, and they just kind of end up doing their own thing. But there's so much more to life than falling in love. There's falling in love with yourself, falling in love with the hobbies that you do, traveling. There's gaining knowledge. A lot of people strive on like learning. Like they want to keep learning and learning and learning, and that's what they like. And I just don't think that it is something that you need in life. And if you have not experienced it, if you are 21, or if you are older, like I know people in their 30s who have not experienced it, that does not mean that you have not. If you have missed out on something. You have not missed out on something. Like there's so much more to life than that. If you get the pleasure of experiencing it, then that is something beautiful. But if you don't, that doesn't mean that you didn't live your life to the fullest. And that's what I'm saying. Okay. Platonic love is. Oh, and let me know if you're gonna comment on anything. My bad. Okay. Platonic love is just as much of a commitment as romantic love. So when I say platonic,
I want to hear this. Because I'm like,
oh, okay.
Sorry, those words on the
Platonic love is like, for example, friendship. Friendship. I don't know what you.
No, I don't know. I've heard of the word, but I need more knowledge on it.
So I'm talking about friendships. Friendship. I think platonic love is a friendship. So if someone else tells me otherwise, I did not know. But for me, it's like friendships. Who else? What else? I don't know if I would say. Let me not say nothing. I'm talking about friendships. I don't know. Okay, but that is so. I could have just said that. Friendships are just as much of a commitment as it is romantic. So if you want to have, I think, a friendship that is very meaningful, not just like, because we have friends at work, we have friends at school, we have friends in certain places that we are in, clubs, maybe, whatever, right? But if you when you're looking for like a meaningful friendship, then you have to be willing to really get to know that person. Like, and there's gonna be times where you guys clash. There are gonna be fights. There are gonna be disagreements. You're gonna learn things about them that you like, that you don't like, and it's like when you are with someone who you are romantically in love with, right? You have to learn, and you have to learn to get through that and keep learning about them, and not just like leave as soon as it doesn't, like, you're not happy with that person. Sometimes you have to keep doing that, and maybe even as you guys move forward, you guys will still fight. But that is you know that's part of loving someone, right? You love their imperfections and what you find perfection, whatever. Okay, you don't need multiple friends or friends at all to be happy, right? You do not need to have a bunch of friends. You don't even have to have like one friend. A lot of people, you can be with yourself and be happy with your own, um, what is it? With your own company, and that could be good enough for you. There's nothing wrong. Like, I feel like the reason I say this, and this is not, I wouldn't say this applies to me. Maybe I just was thinking in general, because I feel like there's this expectation that, oh, you need to have friends. Like, you have to have friends, or else you're too like weird, or you're too quiet, or you're doing something wrong. I don't know. But I just think that if you are good with your own company, if you take yourself out, if you like to, you have your own hobbies, if whatever, and that, I think that's fine. And as you get older, sometimes it's gonna be like that, because, you know, we get older, people have lives, some people have families, some people don't, but everyone's doing their own thing. There's nothing wrong with not being connected with all your friends that you used to have, whatever. Sometimes you're gonna be alone, and that's okay. And I think when you get older, you're if you don't learn this, you're like, damn, like, I don't have any friends, or why am I so alone? Like, So it's just about learning to be happy with your own company as well. There is no right time to have life figured out. I went through this when I was in college, and I would think, and I'd be like, oh my god, why do I look around me and I feel like everyone has everything figured out and not me? Like, what am I doing? Am I too behind? I always thought I was too behind. I never thought I was like in the right path. Now that I look back at it, I'm like, damn, I really did, like, I was really doing really good. Like, I would get all A's, and I would do my work, and there was nothing wrong. Like, yeah, I didn't always have the answer. Yeah, and maybe I wasn't always like I didn't always know what was going on in class, but that didn't mean that I wasn't, like, you know at the same pace as my peers. And maybe I wasn't. Maybe I was a little behind, or maybe I was a lot more behind. But there was nothing wrong with that. All I had to do was kind of put in like different type of work. Maybe I had to learn it differently, but I would have caught up. And even if I was behind, I know I would have eventually gotten where I am. And I still have that choice. Like, right now, I could say there are still moments where I think I'm like, damn, like, I could have been finished, or I could have done this, or maybe I should have done that. I'm really behind because I don't have so and so and so. But it's not it. Like, or also like experiences. Sometimes I haven't experienced things, and I'm like, damn, like, I'm so behind. I wish I had already done this, so then I would have known already. But there's not everything comes at its time. You will learn things at your own time, and you learn things at the time that you do, because that's how it's supposed to be, right? Maybe if you experienced something earlier, you wouldn't have been ready. So that's why things happen how they did, and you shouldn't feel bad. And I also see this a lot in like people who are getting into like adulthood. Like, I see a lot of people who are turning 18, 19, and they're like, damn, I don't know what to do, and it makes them feel bad or pressured. And I'm like, I've literally been there, and I'm telling you this now, like, it's okay. It's okay. You're gonna feel this always. I think you're gonna feel like that all throughout your 20s, even your 30s. Like, people feel like that. They compare their lives to others, and they're like, damn, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. But where are you supposed to be? Who says you're supposed to do so and so and so at 30? Because it's what people tell you. Society might tell you that, but you don't have to do everything. Like, I think at this point in time, we should all learn that just because society says that you are supposed to do this and this and that doesn't mean you have to do this and that, and you don't have to think the way other people think. So just do everything when you feel you're ready, and do everything, and don't feel bad where you're at. It happened like that for a reason.
Okay, I have a questions for you and for them. Where does that come from? Because okay, yeah, I've been like that, but that part of me has like kind of left. Like I'm not there no more. But where does that come from in you or whoever is in the same situation? Like, where does that root from? Like, is it you? Like, people, you just see people and you're like, damn, I want to be like that, or damn, like they get to, like you just see how their life is, and then you just look at it like, and me, but it didn't happen to me, or is it you feel pressured by somebody telling you something, or what? Where does it come from?
I think it's like many people. Like for example, I would say my parents, like my parents might pressure me to think, oh, I'm supposed to like have been had a family. This is an example. They don't want me to have that, but some families will be like, you should have already had, or you should have already had a family, or you should have already finished your 4-year degree, right? And then schools will tell you that. Schools will tell you, oh, you should go to college, because college is also an expectation. Like, I feel like at this point in age, you could make a career out of literally anything. Like, there are so many things you could do, and then you see it on TikTok, and you're like, damn, like people are doing that. Like that's crazy. So it's the people around you that put in kind of the ideas that you're supposed to get things done at a certain pace, or and it is that, and also like I think it's also normal for people to like compare themselves to others. I think it's like a habit. I mean, because you come to this earth and you don't know how you're supposed to live. You don't know, right? You are taught to live, right? So obviously I'm gonna learn from the person next to me. Oh, actually, this is how I'm supposed to do things, right? Because this is how this person does it, and that's just like how people learn. So it's easy to expect your life to be similar to someone else's, because that's how other people are doing it. It just, yeah.
I agree with what you're saying, but I also want to add on that it does come a point in your life where you stop comparing yourself to other people, because if you really, like I'm telling you, if you really go out there and sit down and observe everybody, people don't got their life together. People don't got their shit together, guys. Like I've seen in college, now that I go to college, I see people are 25, 30, even 30, 35, even parents already 40, and they're still in college, and they talk and conversate. Oh yeah, I'm still living with my parents. I'm still working a job. I'm working 3 jobs. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm like, and when you see that, when you analyze and you like observe people, it's like okay. So and it makes you think like, okay, so like they don't have their shit together. I don't have my shit together. So why am I like stressing over? Like, what is there to stress about? So don't compare yourself, because yeah, everybody's life is different. It might be hard. I'm not gonna say like it's not easy to not compare yourself, because we are in a society where we gotta compete. We gotta be better than here, this person, that person, better than our family members, better than our siblings. But like, so it is gonna be hard, but when you take time and you actually analyze people and ask questions on people, whether you're in a social setting, not in school or in school, in a public place, anywhere, you'll see that not everybody has their shit together. So,
I, yeah,
yeah,
that's
sorry.
a good point. Um, Sometimes people have certain things together, and then there's other places in their life that they don't, and then you realize, damn, like we just don't know. And I always think back to like when I would go, like I said, I would stress a lot in school. Like I would be like, I didn't feel like it was more like I had that, what is it called, the imposter syndrome. Have you ever heard of it? They go over it in school. So it's like you don't feel like you belong in the place that you are at. Like you don't feel like you deserve to be where you are at. So I would feel like I didn't. I would my my counselor would look at my grades and be like, "But it looks like you're doing really good." And I'm like, "Yeah, but that's because it's been easy. Like, it's been easy, and that's why I've been doing good. Or if the teacher was actually going hard on us, I would have been failing. I would say that. Now I would tell myself that, and she would be like, "No, I mean, not most people would not have gotten." And I would stay on that I didn't like deserve to be in the deserve the grade that I got. And so, and I remember I felt very behind in
What
class.
grade do you get?
I'm A's.
Eighth?
A's. Yeah, it was really bad. But yeah, I would not feel like I belong, and I would see students raise their hand. Also, I was very shy. Like I could socialize, but I was scared to speak in class. So I would get scared, and I thought everyone would, and I would see everyone raise their hand, and I would be like, "Fuck!" I'm like, I want to say something, but I'm so scared, and I don't want her to get upset if I get it wrong. I would think like that. And then when our grades came out one time for a test, I actually got a 91, so I ended up doing really good. But that's because I put in a lot of work. And there was a student who would always raise a hand, and I would always be like, "Damn, I wish I was like him." I was like, "I wish I was just so easy, like solo se me viniera así so easily. Like I would get it so easily. Like there's some people who just get good grades like that." And I did see his grade, and it was like he didn't pass the test, and I was like, "Damn!" I was like, and not to like hate on him, you know. Like I'm not saying
yeah.
he's not as smart or no, because some people I don't know, maybe he doesn't test well, or maybe whatever was happening, but I would shit on myself so much, like on all my grades, and I always did good on all my grades. Like if I look back on my test scores, I always got A's. So I was just like, I was doing it to myself. I was comparing myself, and on top of that, I assumed that everyone understood the material, and I was like super behind when I was doing fine and I was on track. I was good, and I should have not.
Listen, you see what the mind do?
Exactly.
Yo.
So I've been getting in my own head. So never again. But yeah. Next one. Okay. Oh, I guess it's similar to like what I said earlier. That's why I was confused. Your path should never look like someone else's path. Your journey is unique and it's its own. So similar to what I said earlier, um, it's basically don't compare. Don't think your path is gonna look like someone else's. You know, it's not. Your how you live is how you live. That was unique to you, and that's how it was supposed to be, and that's that.
Okay. First one. Your happiness comes first. I'm saying this because, and I've noticed this, whenever all of these, I've thought of it from middle school, and writing this, I'm just like, I thought of every negative thing that has come up in my life, I thought of, and that's why I put it. So your happiness comes first. I've always been a girl that did everything to make others happy. I would always put everybody first. I would always do the most for everybody, friends, family members, anyone you can think of, boyfriends, ex-boyfriends or whatever. I would always put them in a pedestal. I would always try to make them happy. I would get shit talked on. Nobody was there for me. People would betray me. People were ungrateful. You're not good enough. You don't do this. You're not doing enough. All other things. And it hit me when my mom would compare me a lot to my older brother Epi. She was like, "You're never gonna be like him. You're never gonna graduate." Because I was always like, I'm a slow learner. So I'm in the IP thing, like IP. I don't know if you guys know that. It's called individualized.
You know it because I don't know.
Individualized.
You forgot it.
Education. No. Individualized something. Something. It's just called IEP, and so I was there for slow learning because I can't process things fast. It takes me time. So they would always tell my mom, "Yeah, your daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, your daughter is gonna repeat grade. You know she's gonna get left behind." And then we would come home. At every parent teacher conference, they would tell her that. We would come home. She's like, "Well, what can I do now? You know, you're gonna fail. That's what you're gonna. That's what's gonna happen. I can't hate you. I can't do nothing. You're just gonna fail, whatever." And then she would be like, "You're not gonna be like your brother. You're not gonna graduate. You're not gonna do that." And from middle school to high school, I heard that. I was like, "All right, whatever." I got my high school diploma. She went to the graduation. We had a graduation. She did not even say congratulations. She was not happy. She did not give me the same reaction. I mean, the reaction I thought. Like I was like, no, I have to. Oh, cause I just had to get my algebra regions. I just had to get that to pass. And I was like, okay, I just need to do my algebra. I need to study. I need to. Quarantine happened. I graduated without taking the test. But I got my diploma. I passed high school, and my expectation was her being happy. Oh my God, Jenny, felicidades, mija. You know, like something exciting that I made it. And no, I did not get that. I did not get that. She was just like, okay, good for you. And since then, I was like, damn, all right. So all this stressing, all this crying, all this telling, like not putting myself first, not putting me first, my happiness, me first, just for her to say all this. And then after that, I was like, yeah, never again. And I still continue doing it. Yeah, I still continue doing it. I still put people first, because you know, I was like, you know, I never grew up with that. Like I just never. It's also that's a lot. That's crazy, yo. Like looking back at it, like I put people first because nobody put me first. So I don't want to make them feel like how they make me feel. And I've always been like that. So yeah, but I still continued it even after that my mom's situation. I still continued doing it, and then the breakup with Prolis happened, and then I was just like, damn, yo, like, no, I need to take this time to actually put myself first. What makes me happy? Find myself, discover myself. And ever since then, like I've put myself first, my happiness first. Like even now, like a lot of people are ungrateful. A lot of people don't even try to hide it. They tell you, they're like, that's not good enough. You're not okay. Like, you know, you give them something or you're there for them, and then they don't like reciprocate the same energy. So then it just makes me like be more laid back, and I just not. So then I just be like, all right, just don't say nothing, continue doing me, and just distance myself. That's what I do. But yes, that is the first one. Your happiness comes first. Life is a journey of ups and downs. Yeah, we live in a life. Well, we all have life, right? And we all are gonna have ups and downs. Good times, bad times. We learn from them, and then they make us who we are. They're not. They're not. How you say? I don't want to say they make us who we are, because it does. Oh, okay. They make us who we are, but they don't define us. You know, they don't define us. So yes, we have good days, bad days, but that's not something we should be stuck on forever, or like think about forever and be like, or if okay, let's, for example, a bad moment happens, stick on that and be like, oh my God, that happened, man, what the fuck do I do? Like, no, you can't hold on to that. You hold on to that, I think if you hold on to the negative things, it creates more negative things. So you have to balance it out. And even though yes, it's dark times, it's bad, find a light, because there's a light in that. Or it's trying to teach you something, it's gonna take you somewhere. But don't make it take over you and make it the big thing in your life. Okay, third one. Don't make decisions based on temporary emotions. Oh, this one. I love this one. Because I've caught myself cutting people off, saying things I don't mean when I feel angry, mad, sad. Or even when I'm happy, when I'm overly excited, I'm like, yeah, I'll go with you. Yeah, I'll do this. Yeah, like I catch myself wanting to be there for people when I'm happy too. But then when it comes down, I'm like, oh. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Oh, maybe I should have not said that. And now now it's like I'm how you say, bouncing everything around, trying to do everything. When and that's because of how excited I was of my emotion, angry. I caught myself. Oh, in my past relationship, I was like, he would make me angry that I would say, I don't love you anymore. I don't like you. I leave me alone. Like I would say those things because I was so angry. And then it got over. I got over, and I was like, damn. Like, maybe I made him feel like shit. And yeah, I was like, maybe I made him feel like shit. Like, why would I do that? And I didn't feel that. I didn't feel that in the moment. I didn't feel that. So then I was like, and then it makes the person have that thought of you saying all that, like, oh wow, she said this, she said that, so does she even mean that she loves me at the end of the day? So don't do that. Even with my siblings, sometimes I catch myself, before, not now, now I just stay calm and try to have peace. But before I would say, ew, stop being annoying, I don't like you, or something like that. Like I just say things. And in the moment it's because I was so angry. I didn't, like, my brothers bothered me, and I didn't want their presence around me. But those words hurt. It hurts. So yes, don't make decisions based on temporary emotions. Okay. Third. Fourth, what you are now is not forever. Yes. So what happens to you now, what you do now, may not be may not be taken with you, or may not go with you forever. So okay, so there's two sides. So meaning, in the past, in your choices, what you want now, what the choices you make now, whatever you have now, may not go with you forever. So enjoy it, embrace it, acknowledge it, deal with it. Don't be like, okay, I want this, I have it. Now what else? What's next? No, be in the moment, enjoy it, because it's crazy how time like moves. It's crazy how time moves and how fast life is going. And then whenever, like for example, future me is gonna think about now and be like, damn, remember Jenny? Like I'm gonna just remember this. I'm gonna remember this, and I'll be like, I wish I was there. But right now, I'm enjoying the moment. I'm enjoying doing this podcast. Enjoy it while you have it, because it's not gonna be with you forever. Life happens. You could be here. You could move somewhere else. So that's that. We're in that perspective, and also meaning in life, in experiences, in negative things. What happens to you now is not gonna be with you forever. Okay, you're in a breakup. It happened. You're in a breakup currently. You're dealing with it. You're sad. You're mad. You're angry. You're in your feels. But that's not gonna it's gonna be with you forever. You're gonna learn from it. You're gonna get through it, and from that, you will become better. You will learn how to make better decisions, or how to protect your heart. So yeah, that's that. Fourth. Fifth, I will be happy when I am blank. Will never be true. Meaning, we live in a society, and we ourselves, even me included, I've always been like that. Like I always been like, I want more. I always want more. I'm an indecisive person, and I'm always impatient, and I just want a lot. Like I don't see myself staying still. I want a lot of things. And then I be catching myself saying, I will be happy. I'll be happy if I have this. I'll be happy if I have a car. I'll be happy if I moved out. Like all these things, I'm saying I'll be happy. And then when I get it, am I happy? Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I got it. All right. But am I really happy? No, I want more. So it's like you, yeah, it will never be true, because when you get it, you want more. and then you want more, and you want more in yourself, and you want more, and you want more, and you genuinely don't get to enjoy it. So that's why whenever you put your mind into something, or if you think something's gonna make you happy and you want it, go for it, get it. Okay, get it. Do you. I'm not saying don't do that. Do you? If you think a car is gonna make you happy, go for it, get it, and then cherish it. Be grateful. Wake up with gratitude because you got it. Yeah, you got it. Now you could go from, instead of going to the train, you could go to the place with the car now. So yes, enjoy that, but don't go into it like that. Like, don't go into it thinking, yeah, I got that. Now I want something else. I got that. Now I want something. No, because in me, from I'm telling you, from me, I don't like whenever I put my mind into that, like, especially, I'm gonna be honest, especially with money. I'm like, I'm happy because I have money, but that's because I grew up in the low income. So in all honesty, happy. I mean, money does make me happy, but because I'm able to help my mom, I'm able to help her out, provide, like, not only her, but take her out, take Epi out, give to my friends whenever it's their birthdays, like Christmas, all these things. So yes, okay, I am happy. But am I really, like, does money really make me happy? No, it's just materialist. Like, it's just materialistic, a materialistic thing. And if I was to have more than I have now, will it make me happy? It will make me happy because I'm gonna pay off a lot of things. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna give out. That's my intention. It's also with how your intention is. My intention. So it's also with how you put your intention into the thing. Like the car example. Okay, are you going into that intention of wanting a car because you want to be cool? You want to flex on everybody. You want to be the cool kid, the cool girl, or is it because, okay, I'm able to take my friend to her appointment, or or my mom to her doctor's appointment, or to the mall, like these things. So it's I guess the intention.
I was gonna say, can you repeat the?
I will be happy. Quotation. I will be happy when I am blank. Will never be true.
I agree with that, and I would say, I think what it is that I think you think, for example, I will be happy when I get money or when I get my degree. And sometimes people go in with that thinking, oh, their problems are gonna be fixed. Like everything's gonna be okay now. Like I'm gonna be super happy. Like I'm not gonna be sad anymore. I'm not gonna be angry anymore. Like I'm gonna be good. But it's kind of like, no, that's not gonna fix all your problems. Problems that might fix a problem, but things will come and go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Agree. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, number 6. Number 6. Therapy is necessary even when you think you are okay. Personally, I have not taken therapy. I want to though. I just don't know how to start. But I definitely want to talk to somebody that's not my friends or my family. And I think it is important because we are, well, some people, there's not we, sorry for saying we, but there's some people that either don't take therapy and go to their friends and their family members or whoever they're close with, but sometimes, but I'm not saying, but okay, sometimes the friend or the family member or whoever it is does not, like, words or advice is not what you want to hear, or it's not what's right. But I'm also not trying to say that a therapist's answer may not be right. I mean, it's correct either, but sometimes you need a space where you open up deeper than how you would open up with a friend and or like a family member, because I know, and even me, like just thinking about my thoughts, I would want, I will. There's a lot I have to in my mind to say that I can't tell my friends. I can't tell my mom, but I could tell a stranger because they're not gonna judge me. They're not gonna be like, they're not gonna think of me. They're not gonna look at me every day and be like, oh, well, she did that. Oh, well, she told me she did this. Well, oh, she told me she felt this way. Like they don't judge you. They are looking at you as a stranger perspective. So I think that is important. But also, just because you wanna have a support system, safe space,
Something that's not biased.
yeah, something that's not, yeah, something that's not biased. Anything you gonna say?
I agree. I take therapy. And you know what? I always, when I tell people I take therapy, they are very surprised. Did I tell you that already?
No.
I don't know. I told someone. But I'm like, yeah, I take therapy. And they're like, what? You take therapy? And I don't think it's because they think that's like weird. I just think that I think it's just surprising that, I actually reach out to someone and have the time maybe to do that. I put the time because I just feel like I need someone who I can talk to that is, because therapists are not meant to advise you. They're not supposed to give you advice at all. That's really, yeah, they're not supposed to give you advice. At least not like if you're like, my boyfriend is just putting me through so much. Like I don't know if I should break up with him. He's been yelling at me. He's very aggressive. They're not supposed to be like, I think you should break up with him. Like it looks very like physical. No, they're not supposed to. Even though they would want to, and it may make sense to like leave your boyfriend who's being very aggressive with you. They're not supposed to. They're supposed to kind of talk it out with you and make you understand, like make you realize what you should do. Like you have to make the choice. They kind of just have to listen.
Ooh, okay.
So therapists are supposed to. They might give you some like tips. Like I get very stressed out. I get anxious, and I start like, maybe having a hard time breathing. They can advise. They can give you tips on breathing exercises, hobbies that you can do, things like that. They can give you tips, but they're not supposed to really give you advice. So I just like to have someone that can listen to me and doesn't judge me, like doesn't judge me for how I feel, because sometimes whether we want to believe it or not, like whether we are good people and we believe we are good people, we may have good intentions, stuff. We still have selfish thoughts. We still have moments where we are selfish and when we are mean and when we don't consider how other people feel and we don't realize it. So I can talk to my therapist and tell her things that I've thought, things that I've felt, and they may be selfish, but it's how I'm feeling, right? So I tell her, and she just listens to me, and she may just reassure me that it's how I feel, and that's just how it is. So I sometimes need that, because also I bottle things up a lot. So sometimes I think it helps, because I think people naturally bottle things up. They don't like to put it onto people. So I feel like the more you bottle up, the more you should have someone that you can tell everything to. It's also hard. As people, I think it's very hard to be so open about what you're going through, because sometimes people use what they know against you. Like they use your emotions against you. They use things that you went through, your experiences against you, and they know that's your weakness. And it's not always intentional. Sometimes it just blurts out, because there's just that moment of anger or whatever's going on. So yeah, so I just think that because people are so scared to be vulnerable, it's good to have someone that you can be vulnerable with, and it's not gonna like throw it back at you, because sometimes that happens. Now,
Number 7. Forgiveness grants forgiveness grants you peace.
oh, that's a good one.
This one, I had to learn 3 years ago. Well, from when my breakup happened, to now. Yeah, till last year, till So yes, forgiveness grants you peace. Not saying you have to forgive everyone who hurt you or had made a negative impact in your life or just been negative with you. Not saying you gotta forgive all of everyone. If a person showed you they're a bitch or is disrespectful one time, show you a second time, that's it. Cut it out. Let them go. Remove them. Don't even forgive them. Shit. Don't forgive them. And yeah. Oh, okay. It's raining. Sorry. Let's get like you're getting wet. We all getting wet. All right. If yeah, if they show you a second time, best believe you better skedaddle and leave, cause you do not deserve that respect. Don't forgive them. Yes, be mad, be angry, be sad. Let those emotions hit. And if you gotta say some few words to them, like or a paragraph, do what you gotta do to curse them out to let your feelings out. That's only if they're disrespectful. If they try to you twice, there's no third time. There shouldn't even be a second time. First of all, but because you're human, you got empathy for them. Then there's the second time. But other than that, there's gonna be people that fuck you up over time, many times. Why? Because they are they don't feel good enough for themselves. They are insecure. They are going through shit. Goes back to trauma. They've gone through shit that they have not healed. This is why it's important to heal and put yourself first. Because you hurt other people. Hurt people hurt people, and that should be in a quote.
Yeah.
Hurt people hurt people. So yes, that's why they act like that. But it does not give them a reason to be a dick, be a bitch, be this, be that. It does not give them a reason to treat you that way. But there's gonna come a time where you're alone at night and you're crying or you're thinking, oh, why would they do that to me? But I did all I could to make them happy. I did this. You're gonna think like that. You're gonna hate yourself. You're gonna be like, but what did I do? Am I not good enough? Like, why are they treating me like that? Why did they do that to me? Why they leave me? Why they do that? Why? A lot of whys. And then you create anger, you create sadness, you just create so much an enemy within yourself, and you just alone there sad, and that does not feel good. It feels like you're in that feeling forever and forever, and you catch yourself praying to God, please get you out of there. Please, and I'm sorry, I'm talking like if somebody has experienced it. No, I've experienced it. Yes, I would pray to God. I would be like, God, please get me out of this feeling. Please, I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to love this person the way I do. I don't want to feel this anger towards my mom, towards my brothers. Towards my friends. I don't want to feel this. Why am I feeling this? Please help me. Help me from that, because I'm not like that. I love people. I'm very positive. I'm very joyful. Please get that away from me and help me. And I was like, you know what? I just need to accept. You have to accept how they are. You have to not accept them back. No. I'm not saying that. Don't accept them back, but accept how they are. Accept that they are like that for their own reasons in life that they're gonna deal with. And what goes around comes around. Karma is real. I think it is. So you just gotta leave that to God, leave that to the universe, leave that to whatever you believe on, because it will come right back and bite their ass. Don't wish them bad though. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. Don't wish them bad. Don't be like, well, I hope they get their karma. No, it's all gonna fall into their life. But wish them well. But in order for you to be at peace and learn yourself again and yeah, learn yourself again and just like be yourself again and be at peace. Just be like in calmness. You have to forgive um, them, and you don't have to directly be like, "Hey, mom or dad or whoever, I forgive you." Like, no, well, I mean, you okay, parents, yeah, you could say that. You could say that. You know, I forgive you. They might be like, "What the fuck? Why are you forgiving me?" If they don't know the context. But let's say a friend be like, "Hey, let's make a name. Hey, Isabella, Um, I forgive you, and for you don't have to directly say it to them. Just within yourself, like, yeah, I forgive that person. And I just hope whatever they're going through, they get through. And I have like it happened to me. She did what she did. He did. My ex-boyfriend did what he did. But I'm not gonna let that take over me because of me feeling this anger, resentment, this sadness. It's not making me. It's not allowing me to live life. Also think of that. If you're stuck in that, you are not. You don't allow yourself to live life, to be with family, to date other people, to see other people, to experience that real love. You know, you're still stuck. You're stuck. You stay there. So those are my words from that. Sorry. Okay, that's number 7. So again, like you said, when like you told me, if you want to jump in, you could jump in. Okay, just be like Jenny, and then you could. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, self-acceptance, self-acceptance over self-love. I use and I want to correct myself on that because I always been like self-love this, self-love that. It's all about self-love. Okay, yes, it is, but also self-acceptance. You have to accept yourself for how you are, not how you are, because you could change how you are. You 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 change how you are, yeah, based on your morals, based on your empathy, based on how you what you want, like how you want to go, how you want to look character wise, but self acceptance as in body wise and things you don't like about your body, and okay as yeah I guess character things you don't like, but you have to accept that you are you. I am Jenny. Like this. I am like this, but if I want a different Jenny in character, I gotta change that. I gotta put in the work to change that. And it's not gonna be hard. I'm saying it like it's easy. You know, it's easier said than done. So it's gonna be a roller coaster of emotions, of I think trials and what? Trials and errors, but you gotta do it. So character wise, if you wanna change, if you're mean, stop being mean. That's all. If you're mean, stop being mean. If you want to be more happy, do things that make you happy. If you wanna, how you say, you want okay, you don't wanna you don't wanna you've always been chubby. You don't wanna be chubby anymore. Put in the work. Start by going to the gym. You don't even have to go to the gym. Actually, you don't have to go to the gym. Just go to your room and do something there. Go for a walk. Start with a walk. But all these things you have to do, like, yes, we gotta accept ourselves, but first you gotta accept yourself. First you gotta be like, all right, I don't. Well, first you gotta acknowledge your what doesn't make what makes you uncomfortable. Like my what I don't like is my underarms. I hate my underarms. They're dark, and it's because of my weight. It's because of my weight and because of like your skin rubbing together. That's what I heard, and the doctors did say that too. But it's because of my weight and because of um, my skin rubbing together. So, but I want to change that. So, what happened? I started going to a nutritionist. I've been slacking though. I ain't gonna lie, I've been slacking, but I've been going to a nutritionist. I go to the gym, and I just like look at TikTok or just like like to help me out to help a girl out clean her armpits. And I've been doing it, and it's getting lighter, it's getting better. And but I have to accept it. Like I just have to accept that that's something that I don't like. And whenever I'm ready, I'll pop up one day showing my arms up, and or wear a shirt that I like that shows my arms, you know. But for now, it's not. You see, it's not. I'm not at that point. But I'm at least acknowledging that that's not what I like. But I'll get there, and that's how it is. Like it sounds so easy, I know, but it's not easy. You know it's not easy, and it's gonna be a lot of trials and errors, but you'll get there. So self acceptance over self love. Accept and acknowledge yourself. Okay, seven. I think that was eight, right? Yeah, eight, nine. Happiness requires cutting people off. Okay, cut that bitch off. Cut that, no. Cut, okay, cut people. Like I said, it goes back to the one I said. Cut people when they have shown you. Um, I should. I don't know what you think of that. Like, should we let the person get a second chance? I don't think so. I mean, it depends on how you are, because I've always been a person that's given more than three chances, to be honest. So like for me, now that I've seen how that came out to be. That's why I'm like, yeah, it doesn't get a second. One, you show me you fucked up once, yeah, I'm cutting you off. I'm sorry. Like if I don't see that you are putting the same energy I put, because I know how I am. I know my intentions. I know how much I put, and I'm not saying that. No, whatever. I'm not gonna get to that. But I know myself, and I know how much I put work and energy I put into somebody. You know, friendship, like anybody. So not that I expect that from you, but put the same energy on me. Come on, because I deserve it. I think I deserve it. So yeah, I don't give second chances no more. So but I don't know, like do you get to number two, or do you not, you cut them at the first when they show you?
I understand where you're coming from. Like I know, I get where you're coming. You've told me, and I've experienced it. And I know the frustration of doing a lot for that person, for your friend, right? And being there for your friend, always, putting in the work, right? Because that's your friend. Not even putting in the work, because for us, it wouldn't even be work, but just wanting to be there for that person, and then them just like not caring or just not reciprocating, right?
Yeah.
And up until a while ago, I was starting to have that same energy, like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm not gonna keep coming. I'm not gonna keep letting you back in my life if you're just not gonna be there when I need you, you know. But then the other day, I was like thinking, and I was like, I'm not making an excuse for people. I would just word it differently. I would say, don't chase people, don't chase friends, don't, because people go through stuff, you know, they're going through stuff, and so that's why sometimes they react the way they do. That's why they push you away, or they don't want to get too close because they just don't want to get hurt. They've had friends like that. Whatever is the reason, right? And sometimes that happens, and then they come back, or I don't even know how to explain, but I have had friends where I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna let them back in my life. You know, they stress me out more than they make me kind of like happy and just feel at peace. You know, I feel like friendships should be peaceful sometimes, for the most part. But at the same time, when the more I get to know the person, and I see glimpse of what they're going through, I'm just like, I just don't. I don't want to say no to never coming back, because I know that, I don't want to say 100% no to not coming back. I'll always be there. I will always be there for her. And it's also because something I expect. I used to like be more like, if I'm doing this for you, then I'm going to expect you to like kind of, at least be there for me, or at least listen to me, But also now it's kind of like, I'll always be there for you, and I'll always be someone who will listen, right? And if you just don't want to give that same energy back, then that's okay, Like, I know whatever you're going through, for whatever your reason that you treat me that way, that's okay. But I'm not gonna completely cut. I'm just not gonna chase. That's what I'm saying. I would reword it. I'm myself, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I would reword it and be like, just don't chase. And that, kind of that goes
Yeah.
to everything. Don't chase people, you know? Unless, and I think if the situation varies. If they're straight up like, fuck you, stupid ass bitch, maybe stole your money, maybe did you super dirty, then it's kind of like, okay, buddy, I'm just gonna head out. Not gonna, because they're gonna do it again, right? So it really just, differs. It differs.
Okay. You're better than me then, because bro. No, but then my question is, why don't they just pick up though? Why can't they just tell you, hey, I'm going? Why? Like okay, maybe in the future, maybe in the past. Okay, we're in middle school. We're in high school. We don't have that mentality, right? But we're in college now. We're older. So why can't you just tell me that? I know you're shy, you're anxious, but you can't be like that forever. You have to. You have to.
That's something they gotta
You
work
have to.
on.
You have to. Yeah, you have to.
Communication is key. It's hard. It's hard sometimes because it's hard putting yourself out there and like telling that person, or I think just in general, I feel like deep down sometimes it's hard to like have people see you so vulnerable. Like even I've gotten better at being vulnerable to people, but sometimes when people see me like that, like for example my coworkers, that it be throwing me off because I'd be like, damn, like I don't know if I want them to see all of that. But it's just like there's nothing wrong. We're all humans, you know. But I think it's just sometimes people don't realize that they need to communicate, or it would be appreciated if you said, I'm going through so and so and so, and that's why I'm putting a distance, or that's why I act this way. I went through that, and that's why I don't like to get close to people no more. But
Yeah, it depends on the situation. Yeah, I agree. And never say never, because y'all remember that, was it the first video we did in Flushing Meadow Park about how I was telling you guys about my two friends from Cancun and how they did me? Yeah, we besties now. Again. Nah, we're not besties, but we talked about it. I had told them how I felt and how they made me feel, and we squashed it, and now we talk again. And yeah, so never say never. Yeah, never say never, because people could come and people go through things. But then I did say that, people go through things. But my thing is, I guess I gotta understand. I gotta not put myself in their shoes. Well, kind of put myself in their shoes, but also understand that people go through things, and say that, cause yeah, I can't just judge. Like, I can't judge them, not judge them, but I can't force somebody to speak up. What if they're shy? What if they don't? They just grew up like that. They just grew up anxious, not being vulnerable, not being vulnerable. I can't force them to do that. I can't. I just can't. So okay, yes.
I think your thing would apply to extreme.
To extreme shit. Yeah, like
don't be scared to cut people off if you have to. I think it is that. It's more like that. Like, don't be scared to cut them off. If you really have to, you really have to. And that's what it is.
That was 7, right?
That was 9. That was 9.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, you label them?
5,
That's
6,
one.
7, 8, 9.
Alright.
9, yeah. Number 10. Give yourself credit for how far you have came. Yes, I've learned this, that we always, well, especially us, growing up in a Hispanic household, you're expected to get a degree, to go work, to have a family, to do this, to do that. Always moving around, always doing, making it to the next goal, making it in life. And we don't got time to sit there and be like, okay, we did it. Like, I got my degree, I got my high school diploma, I have a job. And then, like, we just are ready to move, and because of that, we're ready to move on to the next thing, that we don't even are able to enjoy it and cherish that. And I did learn that. When did I learn that? High school, when I got my high school diploma. Yo, I'm telling you, that high school diploma, and I'm even happy about it, like talking about it now. Like, that high school diploma put me at the top of the top, because I did it. Like, something that I was scared of and that I thought I would not make because of that stupid fucking algebra region. I did it. I got it. COVID helped me. Things happen for a reason, and COVID happened for me, for me to get that high school diploma, and I'm proud of it. I don't care. Yes, I got that high school diploma because of COVID and being shut down. So, but I got my, but no, no, no. I was a good kid. I was a good kid. All right. I would just in math. I hate math. I dislike math. So, but I got my high school diploma, and that felt so liberating. I was like, yes, I did it. I got my. I didn't even feel that excited when I got my first job, but that just like those big accomplishments that you think you can like, you think you're not gonna do, or you have a little like hope that you're gonna do, but you're not sure. But when you do it, that's like, oh, okay, yeah, I did it. That, and then my associate's degree um, in BMC, that also like just I don't know, just getting my degree. I feel like okay, I did it. Like yeah, that. Oh, and then my work where I work right now, I remember I was so anxious. I was like, I need a review for the interview. I had like a full page and post-its of notes of questions that they might ask me and how to respond or whatever. Literally did the interview, and right then and there, okay, like I got hired. She was like, all right, I'm gonna send you the documents. She was like, I'm gonna send you the documents that you gotta fill out so you're able to work. Boy, con la mamalona.
Mexico. But careful. But we could turn.
No, that's not. Oh, oh no. I was gonna say, I said con la mamalona. That's not even a mamalona. Okay. And yeah, she was like, just out. I'll send you the paper that you gotta sign so you're able to work with the kids. And I was like, all right. And yeah, I go in and I got it. That. But yeah, if you put in the work, especially if you put in the work, when you put in the work to get where you want to be, or to like just get where you thought of, and then you do it and you get it done, be proud of yourself. Like, especially you, what matters is you, like you being proud of yourself and you being like, yeah, I did it. Other people, they come after, because at the end of the day, I think that was your goal. You wanted that, and you got it done, and you did that. So yes, give credit for yourself for how far you've came in accomplishments, even in life. Like whenever in lessons, in like experiences, like you think you're not gonna make it out of there. Ooh, like I'm just thinking about like, yeah, yo, like just thinking back. Yo, and I will continue talking, and I did say that, right? I did say that I'm gonna continue talking about this breakup, because bro, that breakup, it has to happen to be where I'm at right now. Because where I'm at right now is so different from where I was 3 years ago. I'm telling you that bro, I still like I don't think about it, but like when I do this podcast and like I think back about my life, I do think about that time. Listen, bro, I was alone and I was crying in my bed, facing the wall, going to sleep, crying, begging, guys, begging, praying, telling God to take that pain away from me, take that what I was feeling. I was bad. I was low. I was going through it, and I didn't think I would make it. I didn't think I was gonna get through it. I was like, no, this is my life now. Like I would be here, be sad. I hate guys. I'm not gonna find a guy. I'm not gonna like no guys. I'm not gonna love anymore. Just all this. And like now I look back now, I'm just like, damn. Like that Jenny was insecure. That Jenny did not feel worthy of herself. She did not value herself. She didn't think that she was good enough. And I put in the work. I worked on myself. And where I'm at now is definitely not that Jenny. And that Jenny, but I still like, look at her and I'm just like, yeah, I just wish though you would open up more and have somebody hold you and hug you and help you, because she was so low and she just isolated from everyone. But cheers to that. Okay, last one. Gratitude is key to happiness. Yes. So always thank you. So gratitude, be grateful, be thankful. Always wake up with a gracias. Not, if you're not religious, then to whoever you believe in or whatever, just wake up and be grateful, be thankful. Thanks for waking up, because a lot of people take that for granted. Just even breathing, just even being alive. Some people don't make it, and you'd be surprised. Like next day, like okay, you could be good, and then the next day, you don't know. But not in that. Also in how I say, in things that you get, like again, like I don't know. I just in life, you just wake up one day and you're like, especially if okay, I'm rambling here, but okay, so let me say my story, like let me say what I gotta say first, and then I'll say it in like a you perspective, like I'm talking to you. So but you guys, right now you're gonna listen to me about me. um yeah, I always yo, I lost my I lost my
Train
train
of
of thought. But what was I saying? I would always want more, and because of not having a dad, and just having my mom, and not having enough money, and not getting what I wanted, I I I would like, I was just not like, I would always be like, no, but I don't want this, I want this, I want that. Like I wanted so many things, but I never took the time to be um, thankful for being in the moment, spending, because at that time I was like closer, like with my family, whatever. But I never took time to be thankful, and yeah, it just cherish that. I would just like take it for granted, and I think, but because of that, now like I'm growing, and I'm able to work now. I'm able to make money. I'm able to how you say, help my mom. That's what I say I'm grateful for, and I wake up to all the time. Wake up to all the time, just for my mom, like providing for my mom, like helping her, giving her the best I can, doing the best I can for her. So, no, that was not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something. It was so deep. It was so like, damn, Jenny. But I can't get that. That I don't know. Something went in my head that it's just not coming out. But no, I do wake up now, and I'm just like, damn. Like every lesson, everything. Well, I have yet to learn more of life, because I know I'm not gonna be here where I'm at right now forever. I'm gonna, I'm just 21. I just turned 21. I have more to live, and more to live. But for now, yes, like I've everything that has happened to me, good or bad, I thankful for it and grateful for it. Like you gotta wake up with gratitude, because that, I feel like, what saves me every time. You know, even when somebody's mean, or something happens at work, I'm like, okay, I'm grateful. At least, yes, it's a dark time, or yes, I didn't respect or didn't like the way that person talked to me, but also I'm grateful that I'm patient. I'm grateful that I'm understanding. So when you are grateful, I don't know. I feel like at peace. I feel like I feel calm. I don't feel like I don't feel angry. I don't feel envy. I don't feel anger. But yeah, I just know that I'm grateful for where I'm at right now in situation like so like economically, um, and in life.
that's that. That is the video for today. And actually, I don't know how we how do we close up.
Like, comment, subscribe. Catch us on the next one, because we're gonna be back better than ever. And
Hopefully, it's not raining next time.
yo, I'm shivering. I'm low-key with shivering McTimber. Like,
Yo.
like yo, it's cold. But oh nah, you know why it's cold? Because fall starts today.
Oh, really? Well, I've been waiting for this one. I've been waiting for this one. I'm cold, but I'd rather be cold than be sweating like crazy. I'm tired.
So shit, I don't know where you're gonna feel it next time, but not outside.
Gotta
Indoors.
Yeah.
But yes, okay. This is Munchin.
With that's cheese. Did I do that wrong?
No, I did it wrong.
Yeah, we
okay. Okay. Munchin with
Las chismosas.
with your host
Lisette.
and Jenny. Bye.